Joining me today is the Senior Manager for College Readiness, Jennifer Ertel. Thank you for joining me, Jennifer, to do this. I understand there's been a redesign of the SAT. How is it going to be different, and what will the students encounter in the new tests that they didn't before?
There's changes to the actual content of the test and the actual timing of the tests. So let's talk a little bit about what's the content changes. So my favorite thing is there's no penalty for wrong answers. So no more wasting time deciding, is it right or wrong, should I guess, not guess? That's out, and I'm so glad they went with that. Also, another favorite of mine is no more big stacks of vocabulary cards. No more memorizing words we haven't said out loud in 100 years. Everything is relevant words in context that you're going to hear in careers, in college, and that you use every day, like words like vacate, things students have already seen before. Okay, and another big change is there's going to be analysis of science and social studies on there. So guess what? No more just reading and math. There'll be science and social studies on there, so students can look forward to seeing something like the Declaration of Independence. I saw a speech by Barbara Jordan on there. And also get ready for a math question that looks like a science experiment.
Wow.
So also I want to say one thing to the students. You're going to have to put away the calculator for a little bit, because there's a no calculator part and there's a calculator part. So students that are too dependent on calculators, you're going to have to get away from that, okay? And what this really all means, oh, one other thing, the essay is changing. It's not going to be a persuasive essay any minute that you have to write in 25 minutes. It's going to be an analytical essay, so you're going to analyze someone else's writing, and you'll have 50 minutes. And we're super excited about that, because you might actually have time to pre-write. I know it's such a wonderful thing to be able to think about what you're going to write before you write it. So those are really, to me, the biggest changes that are going to impact students. But the timing is also changing, so it's moving from grueling 10 sections down to 5 longer timed sessions.
Wow.
So it's going to be evidence-based reading, writing, math with a calculator and without a calculator, making up the 4 sections, plus the essay at the end, which will be optional, but we're telling students go ahead and take it with it, because you will need it for admission purposes. So when is this all launching? It's going to launch in March. There'll be a Saturday exam. And then for HISD students, for 11th graders, we pay for all HISD students to take the school day SAT, which is going to be Tuesday, April 12th. So I want everyone to mark that on their refrigerator if your child is an 11th grader. So people are saying, well, how can I get ready for it? Well, this is another beautiful thing, because I want to let everyone know the preparation is now taking place in the classroom. Okay, students really have to just be able to do math, and they really just have to be able to be really good and fluent readers that can read critically. So the preparation is back where it belongs, in the classroom, but if you want to practice, you can practice for free, available at khanacademy.org/SAT. It's a very rich and robust interactive online system where you can practice. It's a district initiative to get all 11th graders on and practicing before the school day SAT exam. So we're super excited about that.
Tell us a little bit about how people can, or parents and students can earn scholarship dollars using our Naviance program.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up, because I was trolling through the scholarships the other day, and I found one. A lot of them start in middle school and go up to high school or even undergraduate work. But there was some in there for first graders. You can be as early as first grade. All you have to do is draw a picture of an animal you can game or fish. And I was like, I have a 3-year-old at home, okay? So I'm like, I know what he's going to be doing when he's in the first grade. We're going to start racking up those scholarships now. We're not going to wait till he's a junior or senior, because it's really too late to rack up that money then. I mean, there are some scholarships out there you can only apply to as a senior, but there's hundreds upon thousands of them that are available right now that you can start doing. And I say, you know, we always say early and often. What does that mean? I mean, I'm going to start my child out in first grade. And using our Naviance system, it's all right there. You can just log into Naviance, and you can be a student or parent, and you can just match yourself up. We have a scholarship match that'll match U2 scholarships, or you can just search on your own, or you can search by dates. It's very, very easy. I tell you, any parent that has a problem finding or using this system to find scholarships, I want them to call me, email me, and I will walk them through. Of course, we are always asking campus personnel to routinely have trainings for parents and students around Naviance and finding scholarships, because I've been doing this for 10 years, removing barriers to higher education. And what always gets me is at the end of the day, it's easier to get kids in college than it is to pay for it. And that's everyone's biggest fear. And they have a right to be afraid of that. So we're telling you, get after those free dollars, right?
Right.
By merit or by need, get after them. Fill out those scholarships.
Where can we find this information online?
Good. I'm glad you asked that, because I brought this book that traditionally would only be available to counselors or teachers, but College Board wants to make everything accessible, and it's online at collegereadiness.collegeboard.org. Everything's free. You don't have to be a counselor. A parent can go in there and download the teacher implementation guide. They can download this. Everything is available for the parents, so you can see for the first time ever what I can see. So this goes over complete test specs of how to study. Anything you want is in there for you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you.